And it should be okay.
In the quiet of your mind, a spark begins to glow. A world awaits inside you, with stories yet to show. You are the dreamer, the maker, the one who holds the key. Unleash your vision, set your spirit free. Dream, believe, and write your truth. Every word you speak, every page you move. The world is waiting for the light you bring. A masterpiece from your heart takes wing.
I love that last line.
Yeah, that's a good. All of it's good lines.
A masterpiece from your heart takes wing. Bum 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 bum. My granddaughter is the one that made me put maker in there. Because she's like, oh my, you're a maker. Oh, Achilles, don't start.
Achilles said, I'm starting already.
He woke up for this, of course.
Clearly.
So,
you can add either the timer or the 90K challenge thing to stream if you want. I already pulled the timer for you.
I don't see it.
It's down there.
I see it. Let's see. Add to stage.
So what are you working on tonight?
I am working on Shannon's AWC thing.
Oh yeah, the anthology for that.
I am going to be done tonight.
Oh, good job.
Yes, I can't believe it. I'm going to be done. I've been writing all day, so I got I'm already past my 1,000 words. I'm going to be closer to 5,000 words today. So I got a week's worth of stuff done.
Nice.
But I needed it, first of all, so behind. This is week 10. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't keeping
so behind. But at the same time, I don't care. I had serious stuff going on, as you know.
Yeah,
and so I'm not stressing it. It's not about being stressed. I do think I'm gonna make that mark though. If I keep staying fired up like this.
Hey, that's good.
I might have more than one project done. So it won't be 90K of one project. It'll probably be 90K of 2 or 3 projects.
That's fine. There's no stipulation on that.
Done, you know, like to get those drafts done. That of 3 drafts done. And then you get to go into the rewrite world, which is my favorite part of writing.
Yes.
So, you know, add the meat and potatoes. Gotta add them veggies and get some dessert in there.
I know, I feel it.
What you working on?
Possibly the short story for the AWC anthology that I may or may not submit at the end of the month. We'll see, because it's coming up, and my energy is not directed at anything right now besides trying to find a house and move. So it's a little hard to be focused on writing a little bit. But it's either that, but it's probably going to be that tonight, and Cagliostro are the only 2 things that I'm bothering with. The one for AWC is written already. I just have to go over and like revise anything that I think needs to be revised. Because it never was really published. It was just something I wrote on Reedsy. Which I don't believe there was a stipulation in the byline that it couldn't be like on a whatever type site. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's a issue. So I'm just gonna probably use that story, but I need to read through it and see what changes I want to make to it. So that's more like editing, if anything. So it won't be really any words counted if I do that. But if I do Cagliostro, then it is words, but I don't expect a lot of words because it's just touch and go at the end, and so it's not like a lot of words for the first draft left for me to do. So it'd more be like it would just be me trying to finish up the first draft. The second draft would be where more words would be coming.
Yeah.
So
Mine is crazy because I usually, when my first drafts, pretty much read like screenplays without the formatting because they're really heavy in dialogue. And usually any description that has to go in is the description that I have to put in to know, like, to keep me, keep me straight, like, oh, I know they're in the library kind of thing. But
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything like in the library walls where this and that and the other thing, because I'm concentrating on what they're doing and saying.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's but I think that's also why no matter what feedback I get, good, bad, or indifferent, I always get good feedback on dialogue.
Yeah, my dialogue's always pretty solid because I'm a heavy, I guess heavy to intermediate level, like far as like how much is in a book. I'm pretty heavy, I think, on the dialogue because I like my characters to interact more than me just telling you. I like to show you through my characters doing it, and usually that means them interacting.
Mm-hmm.
So, my show versus tell lean is through my dialogue a lot of the times. Instead of me telling you that they, did this and did that or said this, that to the characters, I always make the characters interact. So I'm usually pretty heavy on dialogue myself, and I have never had any complaints about dialogue. And people seem to really like my fighting scenes too.
I get that with the smut.
Right? Hey, that's a fighting scene.
Hey, sometimes it is.
It's a fight in the bedroom. Just saying.
But the thing is, like, dialogue. I know dialogue is my strength. I have no qualms. Description, not my strength, which is usually why I do it last.
Usually, obviously, we're similar in the point that how we add more stuff later. I'm just saying more for me because I do dialogue. I do dialogue and description. When I'm writing, I just write it I write the story thinner than it would be once I go back and add stuff. So, like when I did
appetizer before you get that first course.
Exactly. When I did Cagliostro book 1, one of the chapters that's in the book wasn't even there in the first draft. And it was the chapter, the business, I think it's called Business of the Supernatural, that chapter. And it goes like what Cagliostro goes technically, I'm air quoting right now, if you can see me, on a business trip. He goes back to the mortal world, and that whole part where he's dealing with the woman who brings him the stone that she got from Nana, who makes an appearance in the hotel. None of that was in the first draft. None of it. So that entire chapter was put in like the second draft. So that's how I tend to, when I say second draft can add a lot more words because I add other scenes that didn't occur and things like that to fill everything up that would already been there. It's in my head, but I did not put it in.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy along those lines? I know you read Shattered.
Yeah, of course.
The original draft, they were not in a boarding school.
Right, imagine that change.
She had to get to and from school every day.
Yeah, see that's a big change. You know what I'm saying? Because that changes scenes, that changes time, that changes.
It did, and dealing with staying between her mother and her sister.
Yep.
But
that changes a lot of stuff. I mean, people don't understand, but writing, man, they don't understand what can happen. In another draft. A lot could happen.
Well, a lot of things made me decide to change it, but one of the things that made me change it is some of the kids did live at school.
Right.
Like, but not very many of them. So I'm like, shit, everybody lives there then.
He's like, forget this. Everybody
and the thing is, when I worked out the floor plan for the different dorms,
yeah,
it was too many seniors to live in the senior building.
Right.
So that's how the apartments came up. None of
Crazy.
that was in the original.
Right.
And then there was stuff that I did take out, like my Chase character. He loves cats. He loves animals in general.
Yeah.
He loves cats. And I said, well, guess who can't have a cat at his damn dorm? So I took the
Mm,
whole love for cats out. But I made
nice.
sure that I kept the love for like humanity,
Yeah.
because his families are humanitarians.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah, I
not gonna
remember
count him. We're not gonna count him. But the family, so I kept that aspect in it because I had to replace the cats with something.
that.
He
Love
had
it.
to have something good about him,
Yeah.
and that was it. He is a humanitarian. He comes from a humanitarian family. He just crazy.
I mean, I love the process of writing a story.
Hmm.
Personally, I do enjoy it. Once I get into it, and then just to see the development and writing a series is a whole nother beast than writing a singular solo book. As I've
Hmm.
written singular solo stories in the past, though, like Room Within and Fractals are like in the Cagliostro mythos and world, but it's not connected to that main story that way. So it's
Right.
standalones. But it's very another beast when you write a series because of the things that are connected, things that still have to make coherent sense
I
going through
know.
the series. And honestly, the way I developed mine is like I already knew the beginning, the middle, and the end. I already knew, the start. I know what's going to happen at the end of the book. And even though I didn't write the third book out already, I did outline it, but I didn't write the third book out yet. But I already know everything that's going to happen to the characters and all those things. And I think it's important in some degree to know these things, maybe even before you write them down as far as a
Mhm.
series, because of keeping it coherent and connected throughout the thing. Now you can obviously, go as you go, because some people are plantsers and pantsers, but
I
I think
can't
it's
do that
I
because
think it's a
even
little bit
like
more
with
difficult for
Shatter,
those writers for series, to be honest. But
mhm,
I wouldn't know that because I'm no longer a plantser I
when
used to
you
be.
read when you read the other two books and then the
Hmm.
accompanying book Sacred,
Yeah,
you're gonna go back and read Shattered and go, God damn.
yeah, it's a lot of Easter eggs.
I made it my point to drop a lot of little hints in that book
Yeah,
that
Easter eggs,
ties
man.
to the
Tell
other
me,
ones. And I can't
so
wait,
many.
can't wait
I know
for
people be like,
people
they
to
get
read
like, what
Sacred.
the what? You know what I mean?
I'm
So,
gonna get letters. Look, the letters I got for this one, which
hmm,
for people who haven't read it, I'm not gonna say too much, but
yeah,
a lot of people asked me to please murder somebody.
yeah. Well, because we
And then
be.
asked me to please bring this other person back.
I know.
Actually, somebody
It's
asked me to
hard to
bring
deal with like
two
the
people back.
depths of certain characters. I have to
Hmm.
say though, with Cagliostro's story, I'm not. I well, I can't really say much about that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
But I would say that most of the characters make it. Well, as much as making it can work in Cagliostro
A
lore.
lot of your characters are supernatural.
They also, it's a lot harder for them to be killed, so to speak. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat the fact that Cagliostro is an OP character. Like he just is.
Hmm.
There's not many who can do anything to him. Like a lot of the characters in my world are OPs, and
Hmm.
Cagliostro being the main character, he is an OP. And I know some people don't
I
like
don't
OP
have
characters.
I don't have not one character in my book, in that series, I should say, has any plot armor. They all can die. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, people gonna kill me.
Well, I'm gonna
But
say
it's
Cagliostro can't
bad.
die. It's his story. He can't die. That's just the way it is. And he is an OP. He's
I
overpowered,
don't feel
and
like
that's
there's
fine.
anything wrong with that. If people
I
have
mean,
a
some
problem
people
with
don't
that,
like overpowered characters. If you watch people who like
then
watch,
don't fucking read fantasy. I think that's
I
crazy.
mean, true, but let's be honest though. In fantasy, even in fantasy, I mean, they kind of tell you like a lot of times with characters, they need to have a weakness and they need to be able to be defeated.
He do
Because
have a
you'll watch a
weakness.
lot of stuff and
His
they do
weakness
that.
is he too damn fine.
That is a weakness. I'll
Shouldn't
say that
everybody
that's
be that
probably
damn
true.
fine?
But he has weaknesses in a grand scheme of things. Some people, when they fall in love with someone, that becomes their weakness. It should be their
For me
strength, but
personally, I
sometimes it's
can't
not.
stand. I get where people are coming from, but I cannot stand when somebody say that you have to do a certain thing. I don't have to
Yeah,
do
exactly.
nothing.
Exactly.
I don't have to do anything I don't want to do.
This is very true. I know. And I'm like,
I
it's my
cannot
story, so
stand
I'm going to
that.
tell it the way I'm going to tell it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really do like the writing process. I do like, because once it's done, once the story is done, the book is done, then you can look back and see,
Mhm.
what you did, what you managed to do, and where it's going, and then you get to put it out, and then hopefully people enjoy it. You know, you don't ever know that.
That's true.
You
Well, I'll
don't
tell
ever
you
know
one
that.
thing. Right now, I had switched stories because I'm gonna the story I originally started writing for the AWC.
Hmm.
I've now decided to write a different story because I heard I love Hozier,
Yeah.
and he had a song called Too Sweet,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And my
Yeah.
friend had introduced it to me a long time ago, which I think it's just sexy and then listening to it and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I
It's a lot
like Hoser.
of fun. But 2 days ago, I came across a cover, the one I sent to you all,
Yeah.
of a girl singing Too Sweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, hmm.
Right.
Like,
Right. Right.
wait a minute. So he is the one that's sweet and she's the one that's out. Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta write that. So then I
Right.
was
Right. Right.
like, what kind of situation can I put them in? So I have a character. Her name is Padma or Padme, depending on where you come from. Padma, and she runs this bar, this speakeasy in New Orleans. And it's her bar. I'm saying she runs it. She owns it, but she also works it because she likes it. And this guy Eli comes in, and he looked like a straight up, like he might look as beautiful as Brad Pitt, but he clearly a nerd.
Nice.
Like nothing she's interested in. Nothing about him. He look like a damn accountant. Matter of fact, he is an accountant. And he has the nerve to come into her bar and sit at the bar and try to flirt with her with these corny little pickup lines.
Oh my goodness.
And he tried, and so her friend is like, "Girl, you stupid! Just go hit that. Look at him." And she's like, "Psh,
Good.
I don't feel like teaching nobody how to please me." She didn't say it delicately. So long story short, she's like, even cold pizza is pizza. I guess
Oh
I
my goodness.
guess I can throw him a lesson.
That's
And
funny.
she, like I said, she owns the place, so she lives above it. She lives in a loft that is bad. It's bad above it. And he asked her, "Hey, would you like some company?" So she just, whatever. I'll just take them.
Mm.
Honey, child, sugar.
Honey chow sugar.
Never judge a book by its cover because Eli is gonna lay it the fuck down.
Lay it down.
She ain't
Yeah.
right. She ain't right. That lesson she thought she was going to teach.
Mm.
Hmm.
I cannot.
So needless to say, I have two versions because in the AWC,
Yeah, you know, no erotica.
can't be on the page.
Yeah, no erotica.
But yeah, but it has another aspect which I'm not going to spoil.
That's too funny.
So wait, what time? Oh, we kind of have 6 minutes to talk. So anything else you want to talk about before we start the sprint?
Well, I am that stories. The story that I was working on with AWC. Originally I was going to
Yeah,
write
tell me
something
about that.
else.
I don't think you
Well,
told
I
me
was
anything about it.
yeah. I was going to write something else, but then like when I started brainstorming, like I said last time, it turned to like 8 books.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep that to myself, and I'll just write those
You
as
did that
either.
on the daggone erotic anthology too.
Yeah, that happened then. I'm like, this idea is really
Is it
good.
because of if when it gets spicy, you just get real excited?
I don't know, because it was like the idea for the AWC was like, was it like the bonds that bloom and bind? So I was just thinking and thinking of different stuff, and of course my stuff is was going to be paranormal dark romance, right?
Yeah.
With a taste of horror. So I was like, I started thinking of different things, and then all of a sudden I had 8 books. I had 8 books, and each one has the theme. It has the bloom, has binding, a binding, and a bloom. So it's a different types of supernatural creatures in each one. And then it was 8 books before I knew it. So then I was
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah,
this won't
before.
work. I don't know how that happened, but I was like,
so technically, your addiction from buying covers moved to your addiction of making 10 book series.
yeah, apparently I just wasn't trying to do. But that's what happened. But I liked it so much, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to write these, because one is like fae based, one is like ghost romance, one is like a demonic curse in a gothic town. So I went pretty crazy. One is ghost and necromancy. Another one is like soul tether, so it's like demon summoning, and then another one is like a political marriage with vampire court and political intrigue. So I just went all out. It went crazy. So anyway,
so what are you writing for AWC?
What I ended up going with was a story that I had wrote called Eternal Steps, and it's like the story starts off with the male lead walking with his assistant, and he runs like he has his own gaming company where they do their own coding and stuff like that. So he's like a tech head, and he was walking by this board in his community, and it has like ballroom dance classes lessons and no partner necessary, and he's kind of like trying to just do something that's different to loosen himself up or whatever. So he decides to tell his assistant to sign him up, and she kind of laughs at him, but she signs him up. And when he signs up, he runs into somebody that he knows there. So it kind of starts from there, because she also, the female lead, signed up for the classes.
Well, you're going to be able, I know you will be able to do this in 7,500 words or less.
It's only 3,000 words.
Ouch. I wrote that much in notes. I'm not even exaggerating.
That's too funny. I can't.
Oh, my Lord.
But they don't realize that the characters, they have been in love throughout time. So that's the story. They've been in love throughout time, different, and they're gonna start having like connective memories, and they're gonna like, what's going on. And the funny thing is, they knew each other. That's why when he goes to the dance studio for the classes, and he sees her, and they remember from when they were children, but they had like shared their first kiss when they were kids. And that was the triggering point for their past life connection. Not that they knew that, because one of them moved away at the time, so they didn't get to see each other. But it already has started the connection then. But the connection couldn't continue because they weren't together anymore.
Right.
So they went separate because parents move and all that stuff. So now when they see each other here, it links the connection.
Gotcha.
But his assistant is a third wheel kind of stuff, because she likes him or whatever. So that's like a part of the thing that could happen.
In 3,000 words.
Yeah, it's like 2,978 words.
I can't.
So this story came up because it was a prompt that you had to write something with a friend, someone sees someone, or you have a friend connection from somebody from your past. That was the prompt. But I came up with something that was like round about that. So I thought that this would fit for the, bonds that bloom and stuff, because their bond is like through time.
Yeah.
So I thought it would bind in the.
I have a tricky bond. I'll tell you, but I don't want to tell everybody else yet.
Okay.
All right. Let's get this
All
Brick
right, so
go.
let's get this started. So let me play
So
it. All right, so 20 minutes for warm up, Brent, I guess.
yeah, it's a warm up.
All right, so go. And that's time. Time to the time.
I'm steady talking. Mm-hmm.
To a muted mic.
Mm-hmm. Don't make no sense. Like, I'm like, can y'all do this? I'm like, oh shit, stupid girl. How did you do?
Pretty good. I decided to go ahead and delete the story from Reedsy because it was just up there for the contest thing, but it's just been sitting there. Some people, I had good engagement on it actually, but I deleted it so that way it's only if it gets picked, then it can just be one place. Not that it was like a publication thing. It wasn't really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I deleted that from there, and then I'm editing it right now to see like because I was limited to a certain amount of words before.
Right.
Right. So some things I probably would have expanded upon a little bit more that I can now. So I was looking into just editing it first to see some of the wording that I would not use this time around, and then I'm probably going to expand on some of the scenes because since it has flashback scenes of like some of their past, like I could show more of it, but it might be okay not to because it all leaves like some interpretation as well. Because it is like done in like 3,000 words and it goes through like a few flashbacks of like past life things, situations that did not turn out well anytime for them. So this time it's supposed to turn out right. So that's kind of like the premise. So I got to edit it. Like I say chapter 1 and then into chapter 2, but they're very short lived, obviously, because the 3,000 words. But that's pretty much what I got done. So I got through chapter 1 and part of chapter 2. Actually,
All
I'm at
I
the
did,
end of chapter 2. I'm up chapter 3.
all I did was finish the third act notes. Now, so I got a big word count on it, but since it's just the third act notes,
Yeah,
it's not counting towards the story.
right. I get that.
So I got like 600 plus words that will never see the light of day.
But they will work the story
But they
though.
will work the story, yes. So the third
Oh,
act is finally on point,
that's good.
and so all three acts are done. So now I just had to go write it.
Okay, and Jocelyn said my work in progress, a supernatural sci fantasy, have been making progress little by little. Cool.
That's progress, little by little works. It's like when I was getting upset, and my friend was like, how do you eat an elephant? Like one spoon at a time.
Yeah, right.
One
Shoot,
spoon at a time. It's all you can do.
that's it.
one, one spoon, one bite at a time.
So I assume you probably saw since you watch is it Book Love and Laura? I don't know how she words that on her channel. The story with the girl who got like 5,000 pre-orders.
Audra winner.
Mm-mm-mm. That's
Yeah,
such a.
well, I'm actually tired of the story at this point because
I mean, everybody covered it,
but so many people being so mean.
but that's because
I
people are waiting for you to fail. That's just how it is,
handle
especially if you succeeded in one thing or another. But
Yeah,
like the issue here in this story, if no one knows who we're talking about, just look it up. Um, is that I think Audrey, I believe that's how you say her name, is missing the point
oh, she 100%.
of
Audra is
writing a
doing
story.
so many things wrong that it's sad.
It is very sad. To me, it's very sad, and I'm like, um, the problem with it
If
is
there
that
was a
there's no.
checklist for how to do things wrong, she would click every
She
box.
would have, and I'm sitting there like she hasn't learned because based off her videos that she put out after fact, she hasn't really learned anything, and she sounds more confused because she keeps talking about a team, and I'm like, Audrey, you don't need a team to write a book. You need a team to help maybe get the book out. And I'm saying team in the loosest way, not the way she's saying it.
That girl
But
don't
I
have no
count,
team. She don't know what the word team means.
she
You
doesn't.
commission artists to do work for you, they are not your team.
They are not. And then she's like, well, she seems to think she has these people contracted
They're
or some
employees.
employed, she says. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but let's focus on actually writing the book. And I feel bad for you because you put the book out, you got pre-orders, and then you kind of jumped the gun on success because you did get all those pre-orders. Now you did do that, but unfortunately, the book did not deliver even the basis of what people expect when they purchase a book. They expect it to read at least like it was done professionally.
Okay, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Excuse me.
You still bought the book. I'm
Yeah.
gonna need everybody to stop being mean.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, everybody isn't being 100. Now, that depends on your sensitivity, obviously. But some of the stuff that she was reading that she considered being mean
I'm not talking
wasn't
about
being mean,
her.
just that she's sensitive about it.
No, she's. I'm not talking about her.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching all these videos and
Oh, well, the videos are a whole nother beast. I mean, she was talking
yeah,
about the
I'm not talking
comments of the
about her the way
videos.
she's taking it because she can't handle criticism at all.
I noticed
Like
that.
when somebody is saying to you, "Listen, you have a good story here.
But
You need to
it's
get
neat
an
work.
editor. You need to get an editor."
Like she
And,
had,
and
now what
instead of
I
her
gather,
saying,
she's saying she did have an editor, but she
"Uh-huh,
did not take. You know how when your editor sends you
yeah,
your edits back and you can accept them or not?
mm-hmm."
I think she just didn't accept any.
I don't believe in for a minute she had an editor.
I mean, maybe she didn't. But
I
if she
don't.
did, because even if she did have an editor, because she listed 2 editors in the book, but that if she did have an editor, let's just take her at face value, okay? Because we don't know if someone's lying or not. If she did have an editor, she clearly did not accept the changes at all. She said no and went with what she had before she sent it to the editor because she didn't like that it sounded to her like her voice changed to
Mm-hmm.
her, not that it was professionally
But
edited and now grammatically
now
correct.
she's going to go listen to the voices of reason. Like
That's what she says
I
she's
don't
going
believe
to
her,
do.
and you may be 100% right, but I don't believe her. I believe that she got somebody, and they said they're an editor, and they told her what she wanted to hear, and then the other one that she
I mean,
hired,
that's
because I don't
very
know why she had
possible too,
two.
because if her is a friend of hers.
He had 2 editors, and I refuse to believe 2 editors made the same mistake. So the
Well,
other one did
originally she
tell
said,
her.
remember the reason why people were somewhat also interested because she said she had the editor from Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm. That editor read a page, did one of those page scenario things,
Mm-hmm.
and went on about her life.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like I just it's a sad outcome, and like people, the problem with it is if you succeeded in any manner that publicly people could see, and let's say you did do that, and then you flopped like a fish out of water, people are going. They were waiting for that to happen.
Right.
That's how a lot of people work, unfortunately. So it is unfortunate that she just didn't deliver. You know what I mean? Like that's the sad part about that she didn't deliver. And
I think the
I'm not
main
going
thing
I
that
wasn't laughing.
the
I was laughing a little bit at some of the readers. I'm not going to lie. And the
main,
reason why I was laughing is because everybody is so obsessed with pretty books these days
right.
that they will listen to bells and whistles. They will always shout, "Oh, it got some art in it," and they get all in there like, "Oh my goodness, this book is so pretty," and blah blah blah. And they so many books out here are very pretty, but the stories be mediocre
Mm-hmm.
at best. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of that happens these days. Rather, we not even going into the AI stuff. We talking about writers who writing, and the books will be mediocre, but the bells and whistles will be top shelf. Like we talking about sprayed edges, we talking about gold foil, we talking about made in bookmark, we talking about art out the butt that's on every other page, or you got special this and that. But then the story don't have no magic at all. Like there's nothing special about it. There's just like anybody could have wrote this type of situation and it falls flat, and a lot of people just eating it up because they love the way the book looks. Now, that's not all the pretty books by any stretch of the
Oh no,
word.
but it
But
is
I
a
did
thing.
laugh a little bit because the girl, her marketing, I don't know what everybody talk about her marketing.
Her
What was her
marketing, all
marketing?
her
Just
marketing was is that she showed up regularly and talked about her
that's
book for
it.
2
It
weeks.
wasn't. Everybody's like, oh, her marketing game must have been on point. Not really. It's called catching a wave. I'm not trying
How
to
about
just
that?
like to belittle what she managed to do because the only thing she did was catch a wave. That's how the internet works. At the time when she did it, she caught a wave because her story was supposed to be about like a zodiac thing. It's hard to even tell what the story's supposed to be about at this point, but it's supposed to be based around zodiac. Somehow people got drawn in, but it's called catching a wave. And then you only need another one person that has a good following to talk about it, and then all those people because they're parasocial relationships and stuff, so they want it too because that person said this sounds so interesting. That's all it really takes. It's called chance. That's it. Some people catch the wave, some people don't. So she caught a wave with talking because she didn't even talk about her book a lot. Because on her channel, that's what the complaint was. Like she didn't market it as the book. She kind of marketed she had a business and marketed
Oh,
like she
that's
did.
the name of her TikTok thing is it's a business. It's like a LLC or something.
Yeah, exactly. But she didn't do like a whole bunch of videos about the characters or did the
She
book
didn't do
trailers.
no videos about that. This is
And
why
that's the thing. I'm like, I'm a little confused as to what people got excited about. So honestly,
that's
it's on
it.
them. They can't asking for money back is ridiculous. That's on
My
you. You
whole
bought the
problem,
book.
Danny, my whole problem with everybody, especially the ones who are saying, "Give me my money back."
Crazy word.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? You don't have your money back
you
just because you didn't like the book.
you the one who got excited
You
about
went
it on
for
your
the
own, to be
sales pitch.
honest. But hey.
You went for the sales pitch on a book that you didn't know the name of one character of.
Yeah, because she hadn't said anything. She
Because
just said the name of the world
she talked about pretty pictures and
and the
her
name of the
company.
world. That's all we knew about it. I was like, nah, I
So
wouldn't
that's
see.
why I was saying, like, people, I'm sorry, everybody's like, oh, she's so stupid and this and third. I can't stand stuff like that.
It's no need to be
We
like name
definitely,
calling or anything. I
I'll be the
feel
first one to
bad for her
admit.
because she felt sad after the fact, and it can't be helped. And I know she's trying to say like her voice is this
Oh
and
my
this
God.
different
You
because
need to
she's
stop talking, is
neurodivergent.
what
And
you
I was
need
like,
to do.
please don't do that.
Please go sit down. Stop talking.
Like, please don't do that. It's like, don't try to use the
Well, you
fact
don't
that you're
understand because
neurodivergent.
you don't speak fluent Aphrodite, so you don't understand. And if you're not understanding, you're the dumb one.
I'm
Like
like, girl, that's not how
she,
books work. Like, what you talking about? Like, that's not what's happening. You need to understand that the stuff that people were saying is wrong is because it was grammatically
because it was wrong.
wrong. It was just wrong. It was amateur mistakes. And you started writing this when you were 12. And I know she said, oh, some people are being so mean that it sounds like it's what it does. I'm being straightforward.
No,
It
I
does.
want to say something on that because Shattered, I wrote at 14.
Aphrodite, like, first off, let's stop with that right now.
And I rewrote that
No, no,
thing.
no, no.
And I rewrote that thing. I did not put out the first draft.
First off, I can see I got to tell my older brother this too sometimes. Now he's a genius. Okay? But even a genius child is still a child, but they're still different than the average person in their understanding of things like language and grammar and things of that
I'm
nature.
gonna tell you like
So,
this.
you know
If
what I
I
mean?
had wrote, if I started writing Shattered at 14, I finished it at 17.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 years because, of course, I was in school, blah, blah, blah. So it took me 3 years to write it. I would never, and I
Just
have
publish it.
I would
And
never
just
want you to
publish it.
see it.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been writing since I was a little girl. Guess what? I went back and read my stuff as I grew as an adult and I got older, late teens, early 20s and stuff. And then I, got better at writing. And that was my, that was my specialty for high school. That was like creative writing was my subject. Okay. So listen, no, I did listen to her first chapter or the first couple pages, all amateur mistakes. There was no like, oh,
first page. I want to say this. This is how I just don't believe her. first page,
Yep.
page 1,
Amateur
an
issues
editor would
episode.
have given it back to her with all kinds of red and highlights.
They would say you
And
would
I don't
accept
care
it.
how much she would have said, oh, I don't agree with you, this needs to stay. I refuse to believe that all the blood that would have been on that first page alone, that she would have been so quote unquote dumb and publish it anyway, because why give it to the editor to begin with? I don't believe she had a fucking editor. I don't.
If she did or didn't, it doesn't really matter, because she chose to go with the one to publish that didn't have an editor's print on it. Because even if she had an editor did bleed it out, she went with the copy she sent before the editor touched it, because she was like, oh, you changed too much stuff, I don't like it. So if she did do that, that's also not a good idea. And if she did go without an editor, it also wasn't a good idea, as you can clearly see.
I just don't believe her.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter which way she did. Either way, she published a non-edited book. It's clear. Amateur mistakes on the first page besides grammar. We're not even talking about grammar, like, oh, this punctuation, any of that stuff. It's just that the structure of the sentences and stuff not going together. Because it's one thing when you're a writer, you still understand, even with being a basic writer, in a sense, like, oh, I don't really get let's say I don't get my punctuations correct. Let's say that, right? I don't get all of my punctuations correct as a writer. I'm just speaking in a grand scheme. And I'm a writer that doesn't understand or completely care about getting my punctuation correct as a editor would. But my sentence structure and the way I tell a storytelling is on point. Okay, let's say that. So the copy editor would come in and be able to clean that up, and that'd be fine. That's not her case. If she wrote that, she needs a developmental editor, she needs a line editor, she needs a copy editor, and she needs a critique edit. She needs all of the editors based off of what I read. She needs all of those. Every writer doesn't need every type of editor. They don't. It's nice if you can have it, but they don't all need it. I can for sure say I do not need a critique edit, because I paid for one before. It was a waste of money. I do not need a developmental editor, because I develop my own stories. I'm good enough. I don't need that. Some people do need the help with that, and that's fine. But you, as the writer, know what you need. Let's be honest. And if you don't know what you need to have a lot of other eyes on it to tell you that you need some help, okay? And it's okay if you do, because all writers are different, and some all have something
needed help. When you are a writer, you might write your story alone, but you do not make your story alone.
You don't finish alone, and that's not a good idea to think you will.
I don't care how. I know my skills are strong. I know my sentences. I know my punctuation. I know my grammar. I know all that is strong. And I still fucking make mistakes.
Because but guess what? I'm the writer, and that's what editors are for. But that's not the problem with her story. I know she's like, oh, my girl. No, you see, the problem here is you don't understand. You continue to talk about artists. I'm going to need you to stop right now. No one cares about that. You need to write a story that is coherent and cohesive so people can read it. And what you put out wasn't to that stage. It's okay that it wasn't, but please stop pretending that you need more artists. That's not what the story is missing.
That's the point that I was trying to make initially. She doesn't get it.
She's still not getting it, and she keeps talking about a team. I'm like, girl, books aren't written by teams. They're published. They're published by a team of people, editors, formatters and stuff like that. That's not a team. That's just that it takes different people to get the project out to the public. But you are the writer of this world. No one is going to understand it like you do. So stop talking about these artists who you're having 3 to 4 hour meetings with. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
she's so confused. I'm like, that's not, you don't understand how to write a book. I'm sorry.
This girl is missing a piece of the puzzle. Somebody's duping her if she's talking to 3 people every day for 4 hours every
These people
day.
aren't even writers. Who?
If
I'm
you're
like, girl.
paying them, whatever else that she's
I'm
talking
like,
about,
Woody. She was so
I
drawn in on.
I
I
just
make
want her to
6
shut up.
figures, and I'm like, you sold pre-orders. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
She tried to get into the Guinness Book of World Records as being the youngest person to sell that many pre-orders. She applied for it.
Girl,
I'm telling you, this girl not on the planet with us, and I really wish she would just be quiet and go rewrite her book.
yeah, but she like keep making the videos though. I'm expecting there to be another video soon for some reason.
Well, I hope that she did one today. I hope that
what? Girl. I just Laura just put out
I just pray for the child. I just hope that she.
Why is she back on the video? They said she's gonna be writing the book.
Well, I hope that she takes her book.
Oh my God.
And she reminds herself she has a good story, just a bad book, and just rewrite the book and be quiet and stop announcing to people that you got 500 people on your team and
500 now.
All this other whatever else you got going on, even if it's true. Even in my brain, I don't think she understands what none of those words mean. Even if it's true, stop talking about it. Just go write your book.
I mean, I don't see that that's gonna.
You made
I
money.
don't think that's gonna happen.
You made money off this book already. So now just sit comfortably and go write a book that everybody want to look at.
There's a problem with that though. There's an issue with that. She re-released it to be pre-ordered by the people like somebody want a second copy. 25 people pre-ordered the second version.
Well, 25 people crazy.
25 of 5,000. It's over.
Look, you know
it's over for this book. It's over. Let it go.
You know what?
She needs to let it go.
When I will get that book, when it is written like she got some darn sense. She got and she listened to people smarter than her. Because if y'all would have seen how Shattered looked, I shouldn't say y'all because you did see it.
I did.
If y'all would have seen how Shattered looked before my editor got to it. And I'm sitting there going through all his notes. I'm going, ooh, how I missed that. Ooh, I really used that word wrong. Ooh, that would have been embarrassing. Like, I don't, girl, Audra, if you hear this, please go just write your book and be quiet.
I mean, that would be.
I'm trying to defend it because every single solitary word that come out your mouth make you look worse than when you started.
It's to make everybody think she's not going to do what you just said.
And anybody out there buying books that they don't know nothing about, don't
complain about what you get when you get it because you made that decision.
That girl sold 6,000 copies of a book that she didn't tell y'all nothing about.
You know that thing that we all learn as writers about make sure your description for the book when you put it out is good. You know, make sure you market it a year before. Do the thing, but the synopsis is good. Make sure you draw people in. You make sure the cover's amazing. All this stuff, and this girl come up and she's like 6,000 copies, and I ain't tell nobody nothing. And these people just riding the wave because I was so excited.
I'm gonna go on TikTok. I'm gonna start TikToking. And I'm gonna go in there.
She just caught a wave. Because listen, I've been on TikTok. I've been on TikTok for a while.
You ain't doing it right. No. You ain't going there and talk about your team and ain't talk about Cagliostro.
Yeah, see, that was my first mistake. I actually had book trailers. I actually had clips. I had more lines from the book. I had what the story was. I did. Everybody knew what they was getting with the Cagliostro, even though I kept mystery stuff. But they knew about what they was getting. That was my mistake. You right.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go write a new book. I ain't gonna tell you nothing about it but the title.
Or the world.
And every day I'm gonna go on TikTok with all my pretty pictures. And if you pre-order that book, it is on you. It is on you. Period. Everybody.
But people asking for their money back was goofy.
So sad. I agree.
I paid $40 for this book. That was your choice.
Right. I agree that Audra, did so many things wrong, but you have to add yourself to that list if you bought it. Sorry.
I mean, you can't say nothing.
And
Talk about your
you
money back.
come
Stop.
at me in the comments all you want and say, well, she promised this and didn't give that. I don't know
Don't
what you
want to
want me
hear
to
about
say.
it. Don't want to
You
hear
can
about
say
it.
it, but I'm not going. I'm like, I'm still going to mean what I just said.
Buyer's remorse and all that. Like, you the one
Should
who
have been
decided to
buyer's
buy it.
beware. You should have been in the buyer's beware category instead of buyer's remorse. You bought a book you didn't know nothing about based on the fact that this little girl talked about pretty pictures.
Because she was
You,
excited. So they just was like getting high on her
you
excitement, I guess. I don't know.
right, and you wanted to support her, which you did. So stop.
Yeah, if you wanted to support her, then you shouldn't feel no kind of way, should you?
I'm just saying, how many of us have bought a book that we didn't like, that we DNF'd? This is AuthorTube and ReaderTube and BookTube. That's what we do.
Like sometimes that happens. Something can seem like something you would like, and then you get. I just watched another girl who's a booktuber. I forget her name right now, but she's talking about a book she just got the like special edition in the mail. But the book had already came in one of the book boxes that she subscribes to, but it wasn't this special edition. That's really, really pretty, by the way. And so it has a slip case, and it has like the sprayed edges, and it has the full like title, blah blah blah, and all the pictures inside, pretty. She DNF'd the book when she got it in the book box, though, months and months before, but she already had this ordered and paid for. So, but she wasn't sure if it was the book. So when it came, she was like, she did a book, unboxing, and she was like, I DNF'd this. I DNF'd this book, but this is so pretty now. She sold it. She sold the one she got in her other. But so she got this pretty book, and she's like, I don't know if now he's like, do you want to keep it because it's so pretty on your shelf?
You bought it, you don't like it, so you DNF it and you move on.
So she sold it, but now she has a second copy, the special edition. She had already ordered it way back when, blah blah blah.
And
it was
just sit that on myself.
So she said now she thinks she might sell this one, or should she keep because it's so pretty? And I'm like, this is the problem with everybody. Now, right now, they said, I understand these books are pretty, but I never have I ever bought a book just because it was pretty. Now, I will rebuy books that I love and like because they came out with a special edition. Like, I'm going to pre-order the Twilight Saga re-release because, of course, it's the time for the Forks Party Festival in Forks. And she's re-releasing Twilight, just the first book, as a special edition. It has like, I don't really not into like floral print. It's like a floral print, but it's really pretty. But they are releasing the entire saga in a box set with sprayed edges, special editions. I'm like, I really fucking want that so bad.
Well, that's different because I
birthday present
with the
birthday present.
Flowers in the Attic, the whole series.
Yeah,
Flowers in the Attic. And that's the new set. Now I done read these books.
Of course.
And I'm almost positive I'm not gonna reread them.
But it must be real pretty.
Box set.
Right? So I get that part. But like, it has to be something I really like or that I really would love, that I'm going to spend that kind of money on a special edition. People out here doing this for a book that just came out. Not that it has a following, anything. Look what they did with that. It don't make no sense. So I'm like, don't be mad at yourself.
Yes, that's
you made that choice. Don't be mad at them.
That's the only point I'm trying to make. You could be disappointed with her.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be mad with yourself because y'all bought a pretty package.
Yeah, that's it.
Y'all
bought a pretty package of excitement, because I look in the back of her videos, like, girl didn't say nothing to draw you in. Besides that, it was about Zodiac, and then this is the world of whatever the heck it's called, I forget right now. And then you was like, yeah,
Guardian,
yeah, Guardian, the word of Guardian that she spelled very oddly, and I'm like,
I said, did she misspell that?
That's probably what happened.
But then again, I mean, when you're 12. A 12-year-old should know how to spell guardian, so maybe that's on purpose.
Not all 12-year-olds. This is America.
My goddamn 9-year-old can spell guardian. I wouldn't be.
We're not going to go with any special cases, Aphrodite, because if you ask the statistics of school in America about kids and their spelling, that would be a no. So that will be a no. She probably thought that's how it was spelled, and then she didn't want to be embarrassed because that's what people do. And they say, well, I spelled it specially because that's what I meant to do.
Oh my
Nah,
God.
I
Oh
don't
wait,
think so.
no. Check
I
it,
don't think
check
so.
it, check it. We're gonna get off the Audra Winter. I
Oh
think.
yeah, I'm done anyway. I'm just saying, like, I didn't know if you heard, but I guess
I'm just
everybody
gonna
heard.
add. I'm gonna add that we talked about it during the break in the title. Because just speaking of kids, when he was 8, I was working on my website. He just turned 9, and I ain't worried about him because he a kid, right?
Right.
I ain't worried. So I got my website up. Now, mind you, the website don't have any not safe for work imagery on it.
Oh.
But it does have a couple words like, erotica and stuff like that. So I'm working away. I got my little Canva thing up. I'm all proud of me. And I turned to him. I said, do you like this picture? Because it was a picture of me.
Mm.
And so he looked, he said, oh, yeah, Oma, that's nice. And then he read it out loud. And I froze. Because I was like,
what, you thought he couldn't read it?
This little motherfucker can read. This is gross shit. Like, what he know? I said, he said, and I'm gonna make it up because I can't remember because I definitely changed it. It was like, enjoy the erotic tales of the. And he just read that shit like it was and, but, or, and cat.
You funny, like, girl.
I just looked at him and I was like,
I don't know what age you acting like you thought he was 4 or something.
Girl,
some 4-year-old.
Like my brain just totally shut down, and he's fucking 8.
You was like, oh, you said, oh no,
girl,
oh no.
I played that whole commercial in my head because I was like, oh my God, his parents gonna kill me. He gonna go home and say,
funny.
Daddy, what is erotica?
Yeah, because that's what's going on.
I was mortified. I was mortified. That was worse than when baby girl started singing "Clown Bitch."
That was funny.
That wasn't funny.
That's hilarious story for me to hear. I'm just saying.
I was like, oh shit!
Anyway, let me. How long do you want the second sprint to be? Do you want a 20 or do you want a 30? Or
no, we need time because we talked a lot. How about a 30?
All right, so let me pull a 30.
Girl,
let me pull a 30.
That hurt.
You goofy from thinking that he couldn't read it.
I don't even know what I was thinking.
What's wrong with you?
And I had to play like, what else did I have on the screen that he could have read?
Everything probably. What you mean,
girl?
That's what you get.
I was.
That's what you get.
I just was. It just shocked me. And he said that shit like he knew what the word was, and I know.
Oh, he knew.
I know he at least didn't know what the word itself was, but he said that shit like I taught him how to say it.
Well, he ain't nobody there, and he's intelligent, so I don't know what you was even thinking.
Right. So I said, let me just go ahead and take.
Yeah. Look, Jocelyn's like, what? Jocelyn, she said, this is America. Well,
who said that?
Me.
Oh.
What? When you said about the reload, like, this is America. Right. Let's stop trying to sugarcoat. I know it's so wrong, but it's facts, though. We know what happens here.
I'm gonna make sure that my grandbabies can read, write, and do arithmetic. And I was gonna say arithmetic, read, write, and arithmetic, and I'm gonna make sure they know how to write in cursive because I still can't believe that they don't teach it no more.
Well, they shouldn't have stopped teaching that because it's not like people don't have to sign things. But I know where they're headed with that one.
I'm not gonna let it die. The only thing that
no.
The only thing that my son writes in cursive is his name.
Oh.
And I was like, oh hell no.
Oh my goodness.
When I watched this guy, just the last point, I watched this guy on YouTube and it was a thing that came up on the screen and it was in cursive. And he goes, I don't know what it says because I can't read script, but blah, 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 blah. And I went, wait a minute, what do you mean he can't read script? I had to call Jeremy, was like, do y'all know how to, cursive? He said they stopped in the 4th grade.
That's crazy work.
I was like, are you serious? So we got a generation of kids who do not write in cursive,
Yeah.
that don't know cursive. And this boy, he was younger than Jeremy, obviously. And
Yeah.
this boy can't read it.
Yeah, he don't know what the letters are, probably.
So I was like, no.
I guess we special. My generation is 40. Yours you
Yeah,
27. You know.
Jeremy is 33, 34, something like that. And
If y'all didn't notice, she's 27. Her
he's
son is
yeah, my
37.
son older than me now.
He older than you. So I'm just
My
saying.
sister,
Technically, you should know how to do cursive. I'm just saying.
all right, but I just learned it on my own. So.
Yeah, you got special case.
Well, I'm making sure that my grandkids can write in cursive.
Yeah, I think you should. It's nice to know it. You don't have to you know what I mean? Like
Even
people
if he
can
don't use
read.
it in his everyday life,
You may not use it, but
you better
I've
be
read
able
lots of books
to
that
read it.
I may not use it in everyday life, but I'm well read though. But
Look, yeah, he'll be able to read it. That's all I care about.
that's it.
I do not want cursive to die.
Leave it to America to be like, nah, they don't need those things blocking up their little bit of brain to use.
Well, they got tablets. They never have any need for it.
Yeah, but that's not an excuse because you have so many parents against kids using tablets. So they'll be like, okay, but then so we taking away cursive writing as well. Plus, you have a problem with tech, taking over things. Which to me, I'm not against. My kid had a tablet since she was 6 months old, and she's a languages, so she can speak lots of languages too, just like her mother. But that being the case, it's just a computer at your fingertips. The reason why people are so against it in some cases is because from my generation, we did not have those at our fingertips. Later in life, we did, but not as children. And then the generation before us had nothing at all. So to them, it's scary, and they think they know best.
I had something. You hear me? I had a CNC.
Girl.
You just pull a string, you line it up, and you pull the string, man.
There we go. Well, listen, if my stuff is vintage, then yours is like the VCR, that's vintage. You know what I mean? Like the VHS tapes, that's you know what I mean?
Get into a top loading VHS. Now that's an old one.
Yeah, well, I seen that. My dad was from the silent generation, okay? He was born in 1945, all right? So I seen stuff from pulling that old stuff he had. Right? Why can't many can't write or read cursive? Well, shoot.
Right. I was shocked.
Jocelyn, we jumping guns actually here when we could have left the cursive part off. Many can't read or write. We could have just left it at that because people out here not reading, just period. We could just end off with the cursive. That's an extra skill. You know what I'm saying? That's an extra skill. They not even accomplishing the basic reading. And let's say they taught them in school. People choose not to do those things. They literally choose not to read before they open their mouths. They don't do none of that.
I told
they looking at you weird because you read. You know what I mean?
I told my grandson today, I said, I expect you to create a game by this time next year.
Nice.
He's like, okay.
Is he into coding?
Girl, he into games.
I know that, but they got all the I got my daughter. They got the coding kits you could buy from Amazon. It depends on what they are. So I had her and I coded a robot for school this year.
Oh, don't say that to him. Look, no.
They got it. She tried to code the robots. You code different things, and I want her to know coding.
Drive me crazy about getting him some. No, I told him to write out.
I learned cursive in 2nd and 3rd grade. I knew cursive when I was in first. My mom is always like a head type, and she taught me before I went to school. I did go to school for a little bit, then I was taken out in homeschool. But when I went to 1st grade, I already knew how to cursive.
Oh no, I didn't write cursive in the 1st damn grade.
No, I already knew how when she put me in school because she's that type. Ask my older brother what's worse for him.
I knew how to write. I knew how to read. I knew how to count. I knew how to do math on paper.
My mom was
but I did not do cursive.
Like I said, military school. I wasn't kidding. When I went to school, they had to skip me. When I went to 1st grade, I was only in 1st grade for about. They may have tried me in there for about a month. Then they skipped me to 2nd, and I was in 2nd for about the same amount of time, and then they skipped me to 3rd.
I would have never let them do that.
It didn't matter. I was ahead of all of them.
I
So it
wouldn't have
wasn't like it
cared.
was going to affect me at all, besides, oh, your size, but there's that. But that wasn't really of an issue either. Being a
Well,
girl, I don't
I
think that
wouldn't
was
have
a
been able
problem.
to, no matter how smart I was, I wouldn't have been able to successfully skip. They tried to skip me too. And my mom
My
was
mom
like,
just let them. It didn't matter. But she
nah, my
pulled me
mom
out
was saying,
anyway after the third because it
you
was no
gotta
point.
remember though. You gotta remember, I cried at the drop of a butterfly.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
I
The little
was
boy
so
tried to pick on me when I went to the third. He was like, I got his ass straight.
I was so immature.
Mm.
And I'm not sure I'm much more immature, but I was so immature that there's no way I could have been with kids older than me and been all right.
Yeah, it wasn't really any. I didn't have any issues like that. So I think the one little boy in third grade, it was out of jealousy, or he would like me, whatever it was.
He probably liked you.
Because I was still ahead of all of them, so we had to write. I remember the one lesson in the third grade, we had to write to like over 1,000. We had to write the numbers over 1,000. We could take it home and we could do it for homework too, but we had to write to 1,000 or far further than 1,000 if we could. Of course, that was easy,
Honey, that would have been something I would have protested. And
Protested.
This is why I stayed in trouble in school. You don't understand. I
Keep
would
that mouth
point
shut.
out that we only have 10 numerals in our numeric fold. And if the fact that we can put them into all different kinds of combinations and make different numerals, make different numbers, does not matter because we only got 10 numerals. That's all there is. 0 through motherfucking 9. So making me write them out and all these little sequential words
I
is a
can't.
waste of my time and yours. Therefore, I am not going to do it. Here's my assignment, and it would have went 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
Hilarious.
on a piece of paper with my name signed at the bottom and my mother's name signed on it. I agree. I stayed in trouble.
Yeah, that sounds like you. Aries fire sign, getting in trouble all the time.
I was in the 4th grade.
She also said handwriting is important to identity. I agree.
It is.
I agree. That's what you forget that.
Teacher told me to my face. To my face. And she was not wrong. I just couldn't hear it because I was 9 and thought I knew every damn thing. And she was like, it don't make a difference how smart you are. You got to do this work.
Yeah, I was the one that was like, the children seemed like they didn't really care about learning, and I was there to learn, and that was my only complaint. No matter which 1, 2, or 3, whichever grade, that was my complaint, that the children didn't listen well. As far as I was concerned, I wanted to learn the lessons that the teacher was teaching, and I was very focused on that. I would be the kid that the kids hate probably. But I wanted to focus on that, and I enjoyed learning. So my mom took me out. She took me out of third grade. My teachers loved me, and they gave me gifts when I left. I got a jack set.
On my side.
I got a jack set, and I still remember that. I remember my teacher's name, Mrs. Cadis and Mrs. Struthers. I didn't stay in the second long enough to catch. The first one was Mrs. Cadis, and the third grade teacher was Mrs. Struthers. I still remember their names.
I remember all my
teachers gave me a jack set. I remember that when I left school.
But here's the thing. And I was eager as hell. I always wanted to sit up front, get all the information. But the minute you want me to do something twice or anything that I feel is redundant, fingers laced, hands on the desk, looking at you.
Oh, you just told me because the teacher said to do the thing. I had no problem listening, just doing the thing. Just doing the thing. I didn't know. I did not know.
If you would have been in class with me, and I would have been like, Dannette already did it, so I would just say it's accomplished.
Oh my goodness! I had the kind of elders and parents around me where I couldn't help but learn a lot. Right? I see that side face. I see that side face. You put the little smirky face. I know what that means. All right, so let's go ahead and do the 30-minute sprint.
I just want to be really clear.
We can tell from you right now. We can tell.
I was an absolute mess because I was like the best student in the class when it comes down to getting the work done. I was A+.
But she couldn't control that mouth.
When it came down to What are they? Conduct?
Uh-uh.
I ain't seen an A in conduct ever.
See, you just wrong for that.
Ever.
Aphrodite.
And I really didn't, like, I'm saying it's snarpy now, but I really didn't catch it as that when I was little.
Of
I
course you
was
didn't.
really dead serious. Like, why are you making me do this baby ass work?
Just do the work,
I
Aphrodite.
understand when you first
Since it's so easy, I was always finished first, and I was like, I had to wait for everybody else, but that's okay. Aphrodite just couldn't be like, what I
See,
mean?
that would have sat next to me and said, since it's so easy, why don't you just go ahead and get it done real quick?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have said, because I did this shit last month, and I'm not
Nobody
doing it
can
again.
do it again and just be
I ain't
quiet.
doing it again, though. You do
Just
it
do
for
it.
me.
Just
You
do
do
it.
it twice.
Life is rinse, wash, repeat, girl.
Wait,
So
we'll
just get
take
it
yours
done.
to the we're gonna take yours down to the copier, and I'll just sign my name over top of yours.
Listen, I'm not getting pulled into your troublemaking ways. You teacher, she trying to copy me. I was eyewitness news. I would have got you in trouble too soon.
Oh, you would have been young Sheldon and shit.
Straight up. Straight up. You want to get me in trouble with you?
I straight up just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. There was so many times when I would sit.
This is why we were born in different times, because us hanging out at the same age, like we was the same age, we would have been in jail.
Nah, you probably would have been like, bitch.
Like, you done got us arrested and
the
stuff.
Damn numerals so we can go.
I know, just do it. Who cares?
You sit in detention.
You know how to do it already. Just do it again.
We supposed to be going to the skating rink, but your ass gonna be sitting in detention because you can't do a simple ass assignment.
I know. Just do it. It's so easy. You already did it. And you can just boom, done.
I was
right in that mouth.
About that. I didn't do nothing. The only places where that was never a problem was math and science. Math and science, there was no repeats and shit.
Well, of course.
Like, I'm talking
math
about
and science.
not that whole. If my teacher would have told me to write 1 to 1,000, that wouldn't have happened.
Why?
I would not have done it.
Why not?
1000.
There's something wrong with you. That's how you make the goddamn number.
It's 9 numerals. Why I gotta write them over in different orders?
What's wrong with you?
I wouldn't have done it.
If I was your teacher, I would be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you like this? That's what I would have asked. I would ask, why are you like this?
Give me a number. You're 974. Okay, there's a 9, there's a 7, and there's a 4. That's the order for 974.
Okay.
Aphrodite, go to Sister Virginia Ann. Go.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they did that. Because
they
need you to be quiet.
Virginia Ann. We had lunch because I was in trouble.
You ain't right. You ain't right doing that to your teachers. Anyway, we will go ahead and start the sprint, y'all.
One more second. I will say this. One of my teachers, Miss Pat Shuckles, she's still with us today. She's in front on my Facebook.
Damn.
She understood me. She did not make me do dumb shit.
Oh my goodness! You can't cater to every kid in the class because they have.
She catered to 5 of us. We put the 5 of us who was,
No. That's not how class works. Poor teachers having a bunch of Aphrodite.
Got your regular assignment. Meanwhile, we doing some college shit. Because that made us happy.
Ain't nobody care about trying to make y'all happy.
Oh, that's they did.
You had to learn real quick. That's not how the world works.
Oh no, my mom paid a lot of money for them bitches to make us happy.
Whatever. That's called a private tutor. Ain't nobody want to hear nothing about none of that. It's called a private tutor, because if you got more than one student in the class, it ain't to be special to specific ones. Everybody getting the same assignment when I'm giving it out. If you don't like the assignment, then don't do it. But don't be asking me to give you other assignments. Now, if I got extra work just because I'm ready for kids like you, that's a different story. But if I didn't have a pair, then your ass was going to sit there. That's it.
I would have sat too.
And I would have been fine with that. See, teachers be getting bothered, not me.
Miss Tillery is mean to me because she won't give me extra work.
Because she won't give in to me. Now, it's not how the world works. I'm preparing her for the real world because ain't nobody going to care about what she wants out there.
You hit the nail on the head. That's what my problem was. Not getting my way.
Well, of course, as kids in general, though.
That was my absolute problem.
I mean, kids in general want to get their way, and that's just how that is. That wasn't a special case. That's just kids.
Oh, now I did, and I never did finish that reading assignment because I refuse to
Hey,
read those
you
books.
refuse to do it. You'd be like my mom when she was in school. She wouldn't say two words edgewise. They call her What was it, Miss Mason, and she'd be
Mm-mm.
like
I
nothing.
refuse to read those baby books
Can't
though.
shut her up at all now. But
I refuse to do it. I refuse to read the baby books. I refuse to do it. That's how I looked
my
at
mom
them.
refused to. She refused to participate. They were like Miss Mason. They stopped calling her because she'd be like
But I did
a
tell
little attitude. I can't.
but I did but I told my mother was not my mother did not agree with me on this. And I'm not gonna do it. I don't care. They can't fail me because this is some classroom bullshit. All my other assignments are perfect. All my tests are perfect. And unless she come over and tell me she gonna fail me now, if she said that, I'd have did it.
Yeah, I bet.
Unless she
See,
come
she
and
know
do
your
that.
weak point.
Yeah, because you think I'm gonna tell her that?
Well, why would you tell somebody your
I
weakness? It's like
don't
your
play.
kryptonite.
I don't play getting less than an A plus.
Yeah,
I
I
got an
feel that.
A one time without the plus, and that was a whole conversation.
Yeah, well, it's whatever you think your best is. Because my mom told my older brother, like, he was big on that. You know what I mean? Because you can get under that. And then she was like, "Well, if you upset, it's because you think you didn't do your best. If you did your best, then that's fine. If that was a B or if that was a C, if that's your
Right,
best, then that's your best. But if it's not you upset, that means it wasn't your best, so you have to address that.
right. Because that's
You
the
know what
same
I'm
thing I
saying?"
had to tell Jay, one of my boys.
Hmm.
Like he would get so upset, he would try so hard,
Some people
and I'm
just,
like, "This
your
is your
best is their
best. That
best.
means this is your best, and that means it's great."
Yeah, because you did your best. All right, y'all, for real, we're going to start the sprint now.
Mm, y'all got
All
me
right,
talking.
here we go. And that's time.
Girl,
Mm-mm.
I don't even know how much I got. Hold on. Wait, I have to highlight what I got because I added it on to where I left off. Hold on. 369. 369. 369.
That's funny.
But this is actual true beats written out.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah.
Nice, nice. I was just editing, so going to deeper edits, line editing, sentence structure, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I put it in the chat, but I realized I forgot to say the title of this story is Lessons.
Yeah, I saw that you was putting that in the chat.
Yeah, some lessons gonna be learned. Let's see. I'm hoping, like, I'm gonna schedule it out, see how long it'll take me. I'm hoping I can get this done by next week.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep at it, I'm sure you could it.
I mean, the fact that it needs to be short, the fact that it's like 7,000 words, or 7,500 word cap,
Yeah,
should help me get it done fast enough. But I want to get it done, like, not next week, but like I want to get it done, like, what is today? Thursday?
yes.
I'd like to get it done by Tuesday so I can hand it out so people can look at it, you know, before I turn it in for contest thing. And plus, I don't know, like, are we supposed to edit these or have them edited? I mean, or do they just go to the contest?
We have to, from the description, it says here that, one second, I read exactly verbatim. By submitting, you agree that this is a polished draft, that you have edited the submission for spelling and grammar. You understand that submissions with serious editing issues may be rejected.
Gotcha. That's not a
So, yeah,
problem.
it needs to be polished as much as you can.
I mean, I write pretty clean. So I'm hoping that if I can get like 5 readers, they can catch whatever else, where I mess up.
Yeah.
It's short, so hopefully I say that, and then I only ever can get like you and one other person, and that other person don't really want to be bothered, but they too scared to say no to me because they know I will have an attitude for the rest of my life. Like, you better not ask me, girl. Speaking of, you know how I was having all these difficulties trying to find a ride to go to my doctor's appointment, which I could not miss. And I told you that I hit up everybody with a daggone car. I even went so much as to say, my appointment is at 3, but I'm willing to go in whatever time you can take me, stay there all day if I have to, and get picked up whenever time you can come back because I don't have any money. That meant if you had to just drop me off at the hospital before work and then go to work, I was fine with that because it was better than missing the appointment. Right. You know all that. And then finally, I sent out text to everybody that was nearby and nobody responded. Finally, when I had a little bit of an attitude, and I know I did, I started getting some responses, which also made me mad because why I gotta have an attitude for somebody pay me some mind. All right, so that's the ground floor of the situation.
Yeah.
Right. So why those same people 2 days later asking me for help with this and asking me for help with that and expecting me to stop what I'm doing with this and blah 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 blah.
It sounds all right though.
And I'm like, you couldn't answer the phone when I needed you. And the one that really made me mad is after I sent text messages out to people going, never mind, never mind, never mind. Oh, those messages got seen. Like, oh, I just saw this. You all right? You got a ride?
Uh.
And it took all my strength not to go, no, I'm so glad you saw this. Come get me. But I was too mad to be that petty at the time.
I know.
Plus, I was worried because I needed to get to this doctor's appointment, hear all the bad stuff they're going to say. So I was looking at my phone and I just couldn't believe, especially the one person, like, I'm not going to say their name, but I'm like, you got a nerve. Are you serious? I don't get people. Like, I need to go to the doctors.
People like, don't, you know.
I needed to go to the doctors and you couldn't be bothered.
That's serious stuff right
there. You need something. You right on.
It's the most importance.
So guess who ain't make no time? Me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so tired of being the nice one, the bigger one, the one that stopped what they doing to help. I'm tired of her. She gone. She don't live no more.
She's like, nah.
I really am tired of that. Like, I couldn't believe, like, at least wait another couple days. Give me time to forget that I'm mad.
Nope. Gotta be right now. Because I said so. Because, like I said, of the most important.
That was given too.
Of most important.
That was the attitude. Well, I need to do this. And I said about this. And I'm like, fuck the car, babe. So, no. I'm busy.
I know. Hear that.
But at least I don't be ghosting you.
True. That's true. That's true.
I said no.
Some people do be doing that too.
But I can't believe, girl, I'm so tired of people.
You and me both. If I was, have $1 for every time I was tired of people, then I'd be rich. So,
girl, if I had $1 for every time I was tired of people, the problems that I'd be having with people wouldn't be there.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. All facts right there. I need to clean this up more, but I thought about adding to it. I was like, what, nah.
It's probably more than it needs to be. You're probably good to go.
I mean, it's only it's just under 3K. I mean, it doesn't need to be. It's just a short story. I don't need to be adding to it.
I'm trying to read mine.
I'll let you read it. I don't think you've read it. Maybe not. No,
I don't think so. I don't recall. But I know I'm gonna keep mine at under 6K or under. I'm not gonna go for the whole 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, I could use all that because my short stories tend to be 5,000 to like 8,000, like the ones that I usually publish. So I could do that without a problem because that's usually the number I go for.
I'm already having a problem.
25K.
I done put this stuff down to the most basic. Like, where's the outline? Hold on. I broke it down to the most basic bitch that I could.
The most basic bitch. That's really funny.
So wait a minute. So like, I'm not sure about naming the acts. This is a short story, but it's like 1. This is in Act 1, so it's 8 beats in Act 1, and the first thing is Padme and Kendra at the bar, crowd banter vibe. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the next one, Eli walks in, Kendra reacts, Padme unimpressed. That's it. B2. Fruity drink.
That's it.
Right. Fruity drink. He orders a fruity drink, which puts Padme off. So fruity drink, subtle put off, Padme inner thoughts. Basically, she's not impressed, and she even less impressed now because he'll say I ain't bought this fruity drink. B4. Teasing about his eyes on her. Kendra does that. Kendra's like, he been watching you the whole time, girl. And you need to go hit with that. You know how your bad for you friend is. I'm the bad for you friend. This year I'm the bad for you friend, girl. You better go sit in his lap. And she's like, not impressed. Of course he's looking at me. Look at me. Everybody's looking at me. That's her attitude. Like she used to everybody staring at her. And then he get a second drink. This is beat 5. He gets a second drink, and that drink is fruity too. It's a different fruity fucking drink.
Oh my goodness.
But this time it kind of gets her attention because it's like this boy don't care. So that's kind of a boldness because she don't like the fact that he's shy and awkward and she don't like it. Clark Kentish.
She's like, no.
She's like, he's not
not my jam.
And so
Yeah.
But that second fruity drink that was even worse than the other one.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. He don't care. I respect that. And then the next one, then Eli drops a strange comment, but she dismisses it as nerd talk. Oh yeah, she have already decided he was a nerd.
Oh, well, she already made up her mind on
She
that.
really don't want none of that. She don't speak nerd. And then the 7th beat is she ready to go upstairs because she tired to go to her little sanctuary. And then last beat of the act is he offers to keep her company. And then it was a slight shift of energy right there. She goes, "What the hell? Sure, just come on," because she felt like, well, what she actually says.
Yeah,
I got to choose my words, but she could teach him some things that he could do with his mouth.
Oh my!
So even as much, so she felt like she didn't want to give him no full lesson.
I'm not sure how this is the story for the AWC.
Oh no, it's not. Don't worry, I got the toned down version.
Well, I figured that, but you funny. She's like, I can't help myself. This is what I got. Girl.
Right, I got the toned down version.
I can't.
So rather than worry about teaching him a full lesson, giving him a full semester of how to take care of her, she's just going to tutor him, things with his mouth. So he got about. So that's what she thinks she's going to do. And that's Act 1. I'm not going to read all the other 2, but they all have, no, that's not true. Act 2 also has 8 beats. But Act 3 only have 6 because Act 3 pretty much just them having fun.
Your bird's like, yeah, we read it already.
Yeah, because they've been listening to me read it. They better not be having fun.
They said, mind your business.
She act like she trying to build a nest, and I'm not exaggerating. She been tearing up the thing that I have in there for them. And I'm like, why are you doing that? And then tearing it up and putting it back. Why?
She just said, don't worry about it.
She really did.
I can't listen.
I could be a whole bunch of things. You have a baby, I'm giving them away.
Oh my goodness. You just selling people babies? What's going on?
I ain't gonna sell them, I'm just gonna give them.
That ain't much better. Just give them away with. I can't. Just giving people away.
So, but my beats, those will keep me, because I wrote them like that, it'll help me not talk too much. Basically, not write too much.
Yeah, try like don't go too far. It's gonna be a series before we know it. Like, calm down,
girl. I could make this into a series.
Oh well, of course. Let's not tempt you.
The twist to it could be the theme of the series. It can just be different people every time.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, I could do it. Why you
calm down? I was just saying, calm down, man. Look at her. She's like, yeah, that's what I need to do. No, you don't.
I think I will though, because I'm having fun with this.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, AWC, is it for you? Let me stop.
No, I'm gonna submit this.
Y'all, I was going to submit, but it turned into a 22 part.
No, I have my beats. I don't know
what God,
whatever 8 plus 8 plus 6 is. I have my beats. I will keep it short. This version of it, but I can already see because she owns the bar and she lives above it. I can already see stuff to do with it. Oh, I can see it, especially with her bad friend. Well, technically, the friend isn't, because The only problem, the reason why Padme is tripping tonight is because she just don't find the boy attractive. Or
Yeah,
rather, that's not the right word. She's not attracted to him. He's very attractive.
I get that.
But she's not, she's like, yeah, so is Brad Pitt. What I want with Brad
That's
Pitt.
hilarious. So is Brad Pitt.
So, and so that's how she feel. But yeah, she about to learn her lesson. Man, I can't wait to share this story with you. And when that shit switch up and she realized, oh, sucky now.
Mm-mm-mm.
Teach him. I might have to learn some stuff.
Look at you.
Yes.
So are we doing another sprint? Because my head is like, listen.
I actually don't want to do another sprint because I'm going to stop looking at the screen, and I can
Yeah,
type
I have to
having to
myself.
look at it, but I do
I
need
was
to finish
holding on.
typing.
I was holding on, but
No, because look, it's past 10:30. We done talked so much about Audra Winter.
I ain't talk that much about her. About the same length as our other talk before that. In between that,
No,
all
I'm
the
just
same.
saying the fact that sprint was her though. I mean that pause was her. Next time we talk about books, not her.
Everybody care. She probably has 17 videos out by then.
Can you play the outro video the same as the intro video?
Yeah, give me a second.
So, and tell me what time for Sunday, because I keep getting the times wrong.
I'm always at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, not 7 o'clock.
No, 6 o'clock until 8.
6 to 8, okay. And I'm always 8 until whatever the hell I stop talking. Jocelyn, Jocelyn, wait a minute. How you don't have a wrench? Hold on.
Jocelyn's like, what happened?
I could have sworn I gave her a wrench. All right, Jocelyn, write something so I can see that you actually have a wrench now.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got this one. I have it. Okay.
And I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna add another day a week just to do a little bit more catch up, because I have been more productive in the past week and a half than I've been the whole time.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ever catch up. That's okay.
I was fucked up the whole. My head was hurting.
I added to the stream. I just have to full screen it.
Yes, okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna still be writing. I just can't look at the screen anymore. I don't know, DL, you gonna be writing?
Nah, I have to go to bed. I gotta get up early in the morning.
All right, and
I
Jocelyn,
get going to bed like at 8, 9:30.
Hey, look, I was doing that when I first came out the hospital.
Yeah, I know that.
All right. Excuse me. So, Jocelyn, I'm so glad you came to hang out with us. One day, get on stream with us.
Yep, whenever you want to.
So we're gonna call it a night.
Alrighty.
In the quiet of your mind, a spark begins to glow. A world awaits inside you, with stories yet to show. You are the dreamer, the maker, the one who holds the key. Unleash your vision, set your spirit free. Dream, believe, and write your truth. Every word you speak, every page you move. The world is waiting for the light you bring. A masterpiece from your heart takes wing.
Hi, everybody.
I hope that you can see and hear me.
That was kind of cool. Bye, everybody.